All right, now they're showing it. What the hell just that? What did I just see? What in it? Did they give they did they gimmick the ring to do that?
Yes, of course. Come on.
Come on. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you would think, yeah, but all right. Yes, but then again, wouldn't have it happened earlier? If was that later in the night? Wow.
How crazy is that?
I just don't know why we haven't seen any juice here tonight. That's one thing I can't understand. I'm sure we're going to see it
Yeah,
eventually.
in the main event, you'll see more than your fair share.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Hmm. Yeah, Tazz was a fucking stud, man. He was an absolute stud. That spot where he went through the apron or went through the ring. Oh my God. That was fucking awesome. Absolutely. Obviously, they brought Joey in the ring a lot of times too. Well, we're seeing her on the highlights. There's Francine. That a girl. Shane Douglas. You know, I talked to Shane recently, and boy, he's I was a guy that I thought, if we're looking for someone to do color with Tony Schiavone, why not Shane Douglas? But I really enjoy Stryker, and obviously really enjoy Rich as well. So, but this is a package that's going on forever here, Conrad. And they're showing Tazz using his arm bar, I guess, to try to break somebody's arm. So now, Tazz is going to wrestle. Is Shane going to get involved in this match?
Well, Shane's probably not able to do anything. That arm injury is a shoot. He's in bad shape. And
right.
I imagine one of the original ideas was to have these guys have a match here. Somehow it may have been a tag match or something, but there would have been something.
Yeah.
So since that can't happen, they're doing a rematch from the through the ring spot, and we'll have Bigelow and Tazz. And on commentary here, Shane is going to put over that Bam Bam is in the best shape of his career, saying he's down to 345 pounds. And even Meltzer would say that Bigelow looked to either be in the best shape of his career or at least the best shape in about 8 years, where at one point he was working in Japan and he got real light there as well.
Right.
This is going to be pretty universally praised. 3 3/4 stars is what we're going to get here. There's a fun spot here that everybody's going to be talking about where Meltzer would write, Mikey Whipwreck spent hours putting it together. You'll know it when you see it.
Okay. And I guess Mikey was one of their agents back then.
No, Mikey was an in-ring performer. He just wasn't working that night. He's sort of, in this company, it's sort of all hands on deck. Everybody helps everybody.
Right. And you know what? Nothing wrong with that. I think I told you the story about, I went to Warriors of Wrestling in there's the World Champion coming in. I went to Warriors of Wrestling in Staten Island, and I was talking to a couple of the performers. And again, I have so much respect and admiration for independent wrestlers. And they were asking me about their match and about their spots. And I felt uncomfortable talking about that because I'm not a performer. It's like me walking down to the batting cage at a baseball game and one of the guys saying, do you think I should hold my hands here or here? Do you think I'm getting around quick enough on a fastball inside? I'm honored that they would ask me that, but I don't think I I don't think I'm a good sounding board for that.
From a production
I
standpoint, what do you think of Tazz's entrance here? They bring down all the lights, shine some red, or I guess it's orange lights. I'm colorblind. What do you think of this? I mean, he's got a real special production entrance compared to everybody else. What do you think?
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's a little bit too dark. I think they should have tried to light him a little bit better. And of course, I'm watching on a very small screen right here on my laptop. So, and you're colorblind?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just found out a couple weeks ago you weren't a black guy.
Do I sound like one to you?
I mean, you're doing hip hop remixes on here like every third week. I just assumed.
Okay, well, no, I'm not.
You were an OG.
Okay. I like the way Tazz stands there with the belt, arms crossed. I like that. Something different, right?
Absolutely.
No one else does that. It's pretty fucking cool. All right. Yeah, Bam Bam does look in good shape. Bam Bam Bigelow was a cool fucker, man.
I mean, how long do you think it would take to get those tattoos on your head?
Yeah, it would, Jesus. I'd like to have seen that happen.
I'd like to just see you get the one tattoo you promised us a year ago.
Well, okay, now hang on. Am I going to go to Luke Gallows in Conyers, Georgia, and get it and put it on Patreon?
Yes.
Record it, or am I going to get it at Starrcast?
Eric Bischoff's getting one at Starrcast. Don't steal his
All
gimmick.
Right.
You're the innovator.
Right.
You should get it done before that too, so it won't look like you're ripping off Eric. You can let everybody know that you did it first.
Okay.
Instead of Flair hit it first, Tony got tatted first.
Yeah, then Eric's going to be pissed off at me that he tried to usurp me.
No, but he did try, and you shut it down.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
He did try, and I shut it down. How did I shut it down? We're talking in circles here now.
No, I'm saying you. He tried to cut the line with your tattoo gimmick.
Okay. I'm going to let him have his tattoo, and then I'm just going to do it later. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show up at Starrcast and say, "Oh, that tattoo's nice, Eric, but take a look at this." And,
why not? That'd be better.
No, yeah, you're trying to cause some shit now, and it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna be that way. Look at Tazz pick him up, man. Again, Tazz just fucking legit stud. Bigelow trying to get out of the ring, and Tazz going to follow him. So they're going to do a spot like through the ring again, like they did, something like that. They got something gimmicked here.
Why would you assume that?
Huh?
Why would you assume that? By the way, there's going to be a suplex in a minute here that's very Cactus Jack Vader-like.
Okay. So I'm assuming that means it's going to be off the walkway to the floor. All right. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Ooh, God almighty. Just, you know what, and I understand it. If you would have been in the audience, you would have loved to have the fans come over towards you. But that is so dangerous.
Yeah, I got bled on by New Jack and John Cronus in 1998.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if you get hurt. If somebody falls on you and you break a leg or you hurt your back or something, what's the repercussions? The repercussions is ECW is going to be sued out of business. It's basically what it is, unless they have some sort of incredible insurance policy. And who would insure them?
Right.
Seeing this shit. It's fun, it's entertaining, but man, it's a dangerous way to do business. It really is. And I think about all the wrestlers throughout time who put their bodies, on the line and did crazy shit. For what? I mean, what were the payouts here? You know, I don't know. I don't think it's worth I don't think I don't know. I'm sure they all made a very good living,
Sure.
but you got to, can you put a monetary value on going through a table or going outside and being power bombed on a table and hitting the back of your head? Or can you put a monetary value on, you know, going through hitting the steel rail or hitting the chair? Again, it's just, I guess it's a 60-year-old guy talking, knowing what I know now. And also a guy that, you know, I told you I was very close to going into a wheelchair at one time. I don't know if I ever told you that, because my neck was so bad that I had to have surgery. Was not emergency surgery, but it was close to it. And so I'm very sensitive to stuff like that. But the flip side of that is, man, I'm just loving every bit of it. I guess fuck the World Championship, pinfall can count anywhere, right?
Everything in ECW is
everything.
Wide open. There's no such thing as a DQ.
Okay. That's a standing rule in ECW. There's no such thing as a DQ. There's no such thing as a count out. You just fight. Basically, it's anything goes, no disqualification match.
On the concrete, man.
Jesus Christ.
Has one of the best ECW. When I think of like ECW originals, I think of the Dudleys. I think of Rob Van Dam. I think of Sabu. I think of Sandman and Raven and Tazz. That's like the core cluster of these are right. ECW guys.
Right. The originals or the pioneers of ECW, so to speak. Right.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer, who we're going to see coming up, who, by the way, I was on Busted Open with Tommy Dreamer.
It's your first time doing something with Tommy?
Yeah, we have shook hands and met before, and have a lot of respect for him.
He's done it all, man.
Yeah, he has, man. A lot of respect for him. And there's something very, you know what? Still to today, there's something very intimidating about him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of all that he's done in the business, and I respect that. Maybe that's why I'm intimidated by him. I don't know what it is.
You think he's going to pile drive you?
Well, no. I don't. He might. He might try to.
With your damaged or your diminished neck, that could be a whole situation.
That could be a whole situation. But right now, my neck is stronger than it's ever been. But back in 1995, that was not the case. That was not the case. They are just beating the fuck out of each other all over this arena. God. I mean, they've gone through chairs. They've gone through one side and the other. Ever since he dove off of the platform there, the walkway, this match has nothing but fucking stayed around all over the place. Wow. And so he's just going to choke him. Rear naked choke is what we call it now, and Bam Bam got out of it. Tazz also did some commentary too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think you're thinking about the WWE though. That's where he really became a commentator. He did stuff for WWE and TNA on commentary.
Yeah, TNA is what I remember. I don't remember him doing, WWE stuff. But I remember his name being used in TNA and working with Mike Tenay, I think, in TNA, if I remember. Jesus, this match has gone absolutely everywhere.
And they're not done.
No, they're not. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what these guys have done. And you know what? To me, it's amazing. And I guess money talks, and you're going to go ahead and sell your library and sell your company. But it's amazing that it's not still in business. Don't you think there would be a market for this on a bigger scale?
Yeah. I mean, I understand why it went out of business at the time. I think an ECW today would be very successful. You know, Ring of Honor's having great success, and you know,
Yeah.
if ECW were around today, it would be hugely successful.
Yeah.
Not compared to the WWE, of course, but I mean, it would still have a place. But at the time, you couldn't just have fans support you directly, you know, like through an OTT service like the WWE Network. But if there was an ECW network, yes, there would be fans who would support that.
And Vince knows that, and that's why he bought it. So he ineffectively just put it out of business.
Just breaking the table with your fucking head. Unbelievable.
And normally the chairs, the tables are gimmicked like in the middle, but I'm not so sure that table was gimmicked. Or I don't think his head hit the part that was gimmicked. Put it that way. Jesus. So we're going to use the other side of it now. There's a part of it broken right there. See how that table is broken? I'm just not so sure that was gimmick. See how it's broken at kind of a curve? Oh, there we got some juice. Yeah, baby. Old school juice. Had a cousin of mine, Butch. Butchie and I used to go see wrestling, and when we would see him juice, we would just go crazy. We saw them bleed. So I was really into seeing that. So that's why I get excited when I see it. And I'm not so sure that was juicing or that was maybe the hard way that time.
How about the suplex?
Wow.
Through the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. See Tazz's head?
I do.
Fucking forehead. Well, the old adage was red means green. And I'm not so sure in 1998 it meant green. It just meant another fucking high spot. Oh.
I love this era. Tazz is the best, man.
God almighty. He's really opened himself up. That's why I'm thinking it was maybe the hard way. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I didn't see him saw himself, but I just look at that table and I saw the table broke.
Right.
And you said, hit the verse through the table. I mean, that would realistically make you bleed anyway. Who's that guy down on the side? That's got that mustache?
That's Atlas Security. They'll be at Starrcast.
Okay. Atlas Security?
Yep.
So they did have security there.
Yeah. All those guys with the porn stashes and all black suits and turtlenecks, that's Atlas Security.
Okay. Well, very cool.
Ronnie Lang. And that looks like Klondike Bill. It's Carnival barking right in Tazz's face.
Right. Somebody's got a Tony sign. Did you see that?
It probably wasn't for you.
Yeah, I know it wasn't for me, but.
What do you think of this spot here?
Oh! Woo! Show that again. Fuck, show that again. Oh, man. Now, you know what? I said the double table spot with Van Dam and Sabu was the spot of the night. This has topped it. For a visual, for a crowd reaction, for oh my God fucking moment, this was the spot of the night. And they're both dead. Ring the bell. No count out. Sorry. It's ECW. We wrestle till someone gets pinned or dies.
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is.
It's true. I mean, my God, they're nowhere to be found. I mean, it's like we're free saying, is somebody moving down there? I don't know. Ask Atlas Security. Is anybody moving? Don't see anybody down there. Oh. This is pretty good drama. Here's why it's good drama. Because, I mean, you're there and you're thinking, yeah, they're doing some crazy shit. And now you're thinking they're down there so long that they are really, really hurt. And, well, they probably really are. And Bam Bam, I think, is juice now coming up.
So if you remember in the clip we just saw from their match in Asbury Park, New Jersey, I believe it was. Maybe I have that wrong. But they were in Living Dangerously 1998. In that pay-per-view, we saw Tazz hook on the Tazz mission, the Kazahajime.
Yeah.
And Bigelow collapsed on him through the ring and collapsed the ring canvas.
Yeah.
And here they go through the ramp. Tazz jumps on his back, taps him out. And you're going to see a reaction here. Cause I guess we should remind you that Chris Candido, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Shane Douglas are all a part of the triple threat. Shane Douglas is the leader of his own little like miniature 4 horsemen, except it's those 3 guys.
Right.
And he's doing commentary from, I guess we might call it the crow's nest here. And he's clearly in a feud with Tazz over the world title and the fuck the world title. And we'll see if we get a shot here of Shane Douglas in a moment.
Yeah. Well, I think they got Bam Bam off, head wrapped up in a towel because he was obviously bleeding. And that fuck the world title looks like one half of the U.S. Tag Team Championship belts. Now Tazz is, what is he? Is he pointing up to him? Yep. Oh, he's got a microphone. Okay.
Hey, Douglas, beat me if you can, survive if I let you. He says something like that.
Yeah. Now here's the react. Holy shit. Fucking cool, man.
Throwing the monitor down, flipping them off. I mean, they've already, they had a phenomenal match here that everybody's going to be talking about, but they immediately used it to sort of lead to the next thing, right?
Yeah, right.
Good stuff, man. It's a great show. I see why everybody loved this one so much, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I had read that many said it was the best ECW show ever, ECW pay-per-view ever, and I can't see where they would top it or how they could top it. And we're not. Oh, okay, here we go. Here comes Shane with Francine. And I guess he's going to get in the ring to have the last word, right? Oh, I don't know. It's kind of an awkward moment to where nothing's happening. But after what we've seen, why not take a breath? As Court Bauer would tell us, breathe. Let's go to Joey. And Joey just filling some time here, I'm sure.
Well, they got to build the fucking ramp again.
Yeah. Do they really got to build it? They just walk around it.
Well, you'll see.
Okay.